Hey, what's up, everybody? It is October 29th, 2019, which means we are ready for this week's TNT Tuesday. All right, so today we're wrapping up our Inventor Candy series with part 5, and today we're going to be taking a look at Dum Dum Suckers. I know some of you are probably going to be looking at this going, really? Dum Dums? That's what you're going to finish with? But yeah, that's what we're going to finish with, because today we're going to be showing you how to do Dum Dum using the top-down approach with Inventor. So a lot of us have been doing it the same way for so long with Inventor, and that is we go out there, we create each individual, little IPT, and then we take all those IPTs, we save them, we put those into an IEM, and then we just start, bringing those in together, and we start applying our assembly constraints. Today, what I'm going to be showing you is how we can actually start with the IEM, and then we can sort of build off of IPTs we create within the IEM. Have you ever given this any thought to why we call this Inventor? Well, because we can go out there and we can invent on the fly, and we can go out there and pull geometry from other parts. We can make it associative, and we can kind of go from there. So pretty cool stuff. Let's go ahead, let's get started. So obviously the first thing we're going to need is that actual dum-dum. So we can go out there and get dimensions. So, sending out the dial calipers and the paper and the pencils and the rulers and all that good stuff, go out there and get the measurements. So here's what I've found. So we have that little ridge on the actual candy itself. We can see that has a total width of 0.75, and the actual height of that is 0.16. The diameter of the actual Dum Dum candy head itself is a diameter of 0.715. The stick itself has a diameter of 0.123, and we can see that the actual length of the stick is 2.92. So those are the only dimensions I have, and I'm going to go ahead and just get things started. So with the other ones, I went ahead and just start with the IPTs. All right, so in this case, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go out there and start with the IEM. So I'm going to go out here and go to New. I'm going to go ahead and just select a standard inch IEM. I'm going to go ahead and say Create. So up here at the top, normally we're coming up here and going to place something. Instead, we're going to come up here and find this guy, which is called Create. So we pick on Create, and what I'm going to do is come out here and just call this Dum Dum Stick. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here and just go to my folder location. So I'm going to come out here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this onto the desktop, and I'm going to go ahead and create a folder, and we're just going to call this Dum Dum Candy. Okay, so we have that. I'm going to go ahead and double click on Dum Dum Candy, because that's where my Dum Dum Stick IPT is going to be saved, okay, once I create. So I'm going to go ahead and do a save and say okay. A lot of people get to this point and they have no idea what to do, so go ahead and just pick. All right, obviously we're going to be starting this same way we always do, is we're going to go out there and start a 2D sketch. So all we have to do is go ahead and pick on a plane. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw my circle. Okay, and that must have a dimension, as I said before, okay, of 0.123. So let's go ahead and just give that dimension at 0.123. And let's go ahead, let's finish a sketch. Let's go ahead and do an extrude here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send this down, and it looks like the distance this is going to be going, what I found out earlier with my research was it was 2.92. I say okay. All right, so I'm going to come up here. I'm in the Autodesk Material Library. I'm going to go down and find my P's, because I'm going to be looking for paper. And I'm going to go ahead and do a color override here of white. Just like so. So there is the paper stick that comes with my Dum Dum Candy. I'm going to go ahead and hit return. And now this time I'm going to go ahead and just start in on the actual candy top. So I'm going to say create once again. Okay, this time I'm going to call this Dum Dum Candy. Okay, and once again it's looking at the right location. That's the Dum Dum Candy folder we created earlier. I'm going to go ahead and say okay. And what I'm going to do is just pick right here on top of the stick. I start a 2D sketch. Now what I'm going to be doing is coming out here. I'm going to go ahead and just pick on a work plane, either this one or this one. Okay, in which we have to go out there and create the profile, which we're going to revolve. So let's go ahead, let's do that. Let's create our circle. And the actual diameter of our Dum Dum Candy head is a diameter of 0.715. Okay, so we have that created. I'm going to now go ahead and use my 2-point center rectangle. Go ahead and create that. And we can see here that the width from my research was a width of 0.785. Okay, so we have that created. Now the height on that actual little ridge itself is 0.16. So we have that created. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and project geometry. So I'm going to project the top of the stick and the side of the stick. Okay, and what I'm going to do is draw a line starting here from the top, taking that down to the origin. I'm going to stay here at the origin. I'm going to take this over to this corner. And then from this corner, I'm going to go ahead and just bring this all the way down to this intersection right here. Now we can start carving away at what we don't need, so I can go ahead and trim out all this stuff out. And we don't need that. Okay, we do need that. Got this, and this. Trim this out. Okay, we can go ahead and toss that. Okay, and we can finally get rid of that. So that is the profile that we are looking for. So all we have to do is a finish sketch. Come out here, go to a revolve. That's the profile I'm looking for. Red arrow for my axis. That's my axis there on top, and I say okay. All right, so while we're here, we can go ahead and give this some material. So I always like to go with the ABS plastic. That gives me the shine I'm looking for, and I can come over here and go down to my R's and find red. And there's red. So once that is all done, I can go ahead and return back to this. And here's what's really cool. All right, everything is going to be fully constrained for you. So if I pick a hold of this, we can see it cannot move. We can see it is fully constrained. We can see that this stick is totally grounded. So there you go. Check that out. All we have to do to finish this up, go ahead and do a save as. We can just call this Dum Dum Candy, and that is the IAM. Say yes to all and okay. Everything we've just created is now done. It should all be in that folder, so let's just take a look. We find our Dum Dum Candy, and looky right there. We have both IPTs and we have the IEM, all because we just did the top-down approach. Everything is fully constrained. Okay, not once did we go out there and actually go out there and try to put in our assembly constraints. Just to show you that this is not spinning, in case you are still doubting this, let's come out here, go to origin. Okay, we can turn on this plane. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a hold of candy. We can see it is not moving. Okay, kind of cool stuff, right? All right, so there you go. That is it for this week's TNT Tuesday. Have a great week.